And we would like to welcome our attorneys from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah, Kevin Shannon, Tara Swanson, directly to my left, answering your questions regarding personal injury. And before we get to the personal injury questions, Terrace, we've got a little something we want to talk about. I think it's a special scholarship set up through Bryant Law Center. Give us some details on that.
Yeah, Mark mentioned it last week, and we just wanted to remind everybody, if you're a high school senior or a college student, or if you know someone who's one of those things, we have a scholarship contest going on. It only requires you to record a 2 to 4 minute video regarding either how Ruth Bader Ginsburg or the women in your life have impacted your life, or how coronavirus has impacted your education. So at the top of our Facebook page, we have the link there. You can get all the details on that. So go ahead and sign up, and we look forward to looking at everybody's submissions.
We have a question from Jennifer, who wants to know, in a car wreck case, do I have to disclose that I had a prior injury if it has nothing to do with the injury I received in the car wreck?
Well, I'll take that one. The answer to that is probably no, depending upon what stage of your claim you're in. The rules change once you're in court, and if you're in court, the court process allows for what's called discovery, and if the other side can make a reasonable argument that the disclosure of your past medical history would lead to the discovery of admissible evidence in your case, then you might have to disclose your prior injuries, whether you think they really have anything to do with your current accident or not. Obviously, then, if you get back earlier in the process before court, then I think it's less likely that you would be required to disclose those.
Jason wants to know, can an insurance company refuse to pay the damages or pay for the damages to my car? Can they wait until my injury case is settled? Is that fair?
So they're not supposed to wait. You know, they can't withhold that just because your personal injury claim isn't finalized. Now, they may have another reason. If you don't have, you know, all your receipts in or something like that, you might not want to do that. But if they're specifically holding that over your head, so to speak, that, hey, until you settle your personal injury claim, we're not going to pay the rest of it, that's wrong, and you need to talk to an attorney very promptly about that, and don't drag your feet when it comes to any of these cases, because those insurance companies, they very well know when statute of limitations are going to run, and sometimes they'll drag things out just for that purpose. So make sure you contact an attorney about that.
Got about 45 seconds left in this segment, and we have a question from Barry, who says, I had a car wreck about a year ago. So far, I've had 4 different claims adjusters. Every time it seems like I'm starting over. What can I do to speed up this process?
Well, unfortunately, probably the only thing you can do to speed it up is to get a lawyer, file a lawsuit. That will then get it in the hands of a lawyer on the other side. It's going to take some time, but it may be quicker than waiting around for changing adjusters.
Kevin Shannon, Tara Swanson, our guest on part 1 of today's Local 6 Legal Line, attorneys from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah. And guess what? They'll be back for part 2 of today's Local 6 Legal Line, taking more of your questions regarding personal injury. Got a number right down here for you. It's 1-888-208-6946. Give us a call and we'll get those answered on the next segment, and that is straight ahead, right after this on Local 6 Midday.